Welcome back to Market Makers Trend Expert Advisor Walkthrough Part 2. All right. I'm your host, Nathan Williams. All right. And the agenda for today is risk management features and nemesis messaging. So we're going to go over the risk management features of this software, and we're also going to talk about nemesis messaging. All right. So risk management features, as you can see, there are a multitude. All right. Risk management is key. All right. When it comes to trading the financial markets. All right. My 15 years of manual trading has led me to bring a lot of those principles of risk management into my expert advisor. All right, I've got more risk management features than most expert advisors, and it's all to ensure that you are preserving your capital while also growing your capital. All right. So the first one is RR. RR stands for risk to reward. All right, which means that you're risking something and rewarding something. So, your stop loss is hit and your take profit is hit. All right, you want that risk to reward to always be positive. You always want it to be over 1. So, for example, a 1-to-1 risk to reward is if your stop loss is 20 pips and your take profit is 20 pips. So, if you take 10 trades, you're going to break even because your risk to reward is the same. All right. You always want your risk to reward to be higher, and you want it to be in favor of take profit. So, for example, if your stop loss is 20 and your take profit is 30, then that means if you win 5 trades and lose 5 trades, you lose 100 pips, you gain 150 pips. 150 minus 100, you're positive 50 pips. All right. That is a 1 to 1.5 because your take profit, your reward, is 50% bigger than your risk, your stop loss. All right, the risk to reward for this Market Makers Trend bot, only for DAX. As we add other pairs, it will change. But the risk to reward for DAX, German 30, German 40, DE 30, DE 40 is 1 to 1.53. All right, your risk to reward ratio is 1 to 1.53. I believe I said in the last video is 1.51. But it's 1.53. So what does that mean? All right. First of all, it means that your take profit is 720 pips or 7,200 points. Your stop loss is 470 pips or 4,700 points. All right. 470 and 720. That means if you lose, all right, 5 trades and you win 5 trades, you're going to be up 265, all right, percent. Well, I'm sorry, not 265%, but you'll be up the difference of 0.53 times 5, which is 2.65. All right. So whatever your account size is, all right, as far as your risk, you multiply that by 2.65, you're in there. All right. Positive risk to reward ratio. Profit locks is number 2. So there are 2 profit locks, all right? And again, these profit locks have been optimized to ensure you have great results in the long run, because if you put your stop loss in profit too soon, you can get stopped out too soon. So we've optimized this using a computer algorithm that goes back and tries out millions of different combinations. All right. And the 2 profit locks we have found that work the best is that when price is 470 pips in profit, it will lock in. So that means you will move your stop loss to 300 pips in profit. All right. So once you reach 470 pips in profit, your stop loss will automatically be moved to 300 pips in profit. Once you reach 680 pips in profit, the stop loss will move up to 320 pips in profit. All right. So if price reverses on you before it hits take profit, you'll lock in profit. All right. So profit locks, all right, help out your risk to reward because you may not hit your actual take profit. And if price reverses and doesn't hit take profit and goes to your stop loss, at least it will hit your stop loss in profit, allowing you not to lose the money that you had. Also, your non-hedging. So from a non-hedging standpoint, if the trend for Market Makers Trend changes and gives you a sell entry while you're in a buy, it will automatically close out your buy immediately and put the sell on. It would not allow you to hedge. You would not be in a buy and sell at the same time. All right? You will only be in one direction. You'll only be trading in one direction at a time. 1, 2, or 3 entries for DAX at a time in one direction. All right? So when non-hedging is triggered, it might close you out in profit. It might close you out at break even, and it might close you out in a small loss. It will not hit the full loss. So if non-hedging is activated, it will close you out before you hit the full stop loss. Therefore, that will improve your risk to reward because your losses will be smaller, or it'll even close you out sometimes in profit. All right. So between profit locks and non-hedging, that only does nothing but increase your win rate, as well as make your risk to reward that much better. All right. Next is your entry type. If you want to manage your risk, you can go with single entry type. If you want to expose or have to be a little bit more exposed to risk, you can go progressive. All right. So you can control your risk by selecting the entry type. Single will only put one trade on at a time. So if you take a loss, it's going to be a 1, 2, or 3% loss. All right. If you hit a win, it's going to be a 1.53, a 3.06, or 4.59% win. All right. Because that's how the risk to reward ratio works. And again, if you're risking the progressive, multiply those by 3 because you have up to 3 entries that you can have, 2 or 3. All right. Next is 24-hour stoppage. All right. No bot wins every trade. So if you lose 4 trades in a row, 4 trades within a 24-hour time frame, all right, the bot will stop working. So if you lose 4 in a row, you win 1, and then lose 4 in a row, you lose 1, win 1, then lose 3 in a row, doesn't matter the combination. If you have 4 losses within a 24-hour time, it will stop trading for 24 hours. All right? And sometimes that 24 hours really is less. So it's up to 24 hours because once your oldest loss expires, because it's a 24-hour rolling time frame, then it'll start trading again. So let's say you have one loss yesterday, and then you have a win today and 3 losses today. It will say, oh, you got 4 losses within 24 hours, stop trading. And then that 1 loss from yesterday, once the time has expired, or that one is no longer within the 24-hour time frame, it'll start trading again because it says, oh, you only have 3 losses within 24 hours. So we'll start trading again. All right. That is all to ensure that, hey, the bot is thinking that if you have 4 losses within 24 hours, that's not common for this bot. So it says if it does, I'm going to stop trading, and something's wrong with the market from a standpoint of its volatility, a lot of manipulation, whatever the case may be, it will stop trading to manage your risk. Next is your trade risk setting. All right. Again, you can select 1, 2, or 3%, conservative 1%, moderate 2%, aggressive 3%. You can manage your risk. All right. This feature is put here because a lot of people don't understand, a lot of traders don't understand how increasing your lot size can hurt you. All right. So we're going to put some parameters around this so that you don't hurt yourself by over leveraging your account by putting on a lot size so large that one trade, if you lose it, could be half your account. All right. This is just to ensure that you stay safe and your capital is preserved. But I assure you that even though we're not allowing you to have access to your lot size, you would be just fine and happy with the results. All right. Next, time of day. If you do not like certain times of day to trade, you can adjust when your bot trades. We talked about this in the settings. All right. News filter. If you don't like to trade through news and you want to protect your capital because of how volatile news can be, you can turn your news filter on. And then trap day. If you don't want to trade the trap days, you can turn each one off individually, turn them both off, whatever the case may be. All right. These are the risk management features. There's 10 of them that are put in place to preserve your capital while you grow your capital. All right. Next, we're going to talk about Nemesis messaging. So first thing I want to do is show you the 3 different Nemesis communication areas on the chart. All right. So if we come to the chart here, the first Nemesis area is going to be here. This alerts, notifications. And this right here where it says alerts, these are your on-chart notifications. All right? Those are your on-chart notifications. Next is your info panel here. And then thirdly, you want to select this icon right here, this terminal, which is the white, it's like a white sheet of paper right underneath charts. If you select that, your terminal pops up. All right? And you want to come over here on the terminal, down here to the Experts tab down here. The Experts tab, you will have all your information right here telling you. Like right here. This one says, alert, check AP, go, or back office for pending notification. All right. This one says GER30 H1 removed. All right. This one says DLL is not allowed. I tried to add the EA to the chart without selecting the DLL check mark box in the settings, and it said DLL not allowed. All right. Loaded successfully. So when I loaded the EA successfully, it let me know. Boom. When I change my settings to my custom settings that I want to put, it lets me know. All right. So these are the three areas. The alerts notification you saw with that box that popped up, those will be the same ones that go to your phone. This right here will be on the chart, and this right here will be in your Experts terminal. Those are the three communication areas. All right. So let's go over the actual different types of communication that Nemesis is going to give you. Why do I call it Nemesis, first of all? Well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So Nemesis is my enemy, but the market is also my enemy. So the enemy, Nemesis, of my enemy, the market, is my friend. So Nemesis is actually your friend. Nemesis is going to keep you up to date. It is the first of its kind AI virtual assistant. All right? It will let you know what is going on with your account or your broker at any given time. All right? So let's go over those different types of alerts. The first one is going to be trading paused or resumed reasons. So as you can see here, for paused trading reasons, these will be in your expert tab. So in the experts tab, it'll let you know, hey, profit protector, your weekly profits more than input percentage trading pause. So if you have your profit protector at 10% and you are at 10% or more, it will let you know, and it'll let you know that trading is paused for the week. You got to wait till the following week. Equity protector, weekly losses more than input percentage, trading paused. That means if you put in 5% for a weekly protector and your losses are 5% or more, it will stop trading for the week. You got to wait until the following week. All right. Trading resume reasons. At profit and equity protector, weekly profit and loss reset, trading resumed. So to reset your profit protector or your equity protector, take off the bot, put it back on to the chart, all right, and then change your profit and equity protector. All right. That will reset it. All right. And then allow for trading to be resumed. All right. But again, be disciplined. If it gets hit, it gets hit. If you make your profit for the week, stop. Do not continue to expose your account. If you hit your losses for the week, stop. Do not continue to expose your account. All right. Next, your different trading prevented reasons. So these will also be in the experts tab, but the last four have asterisks next to them. Those are going to show in the experts tab and on the on-chart notification. And the on-chart notification, the alert box, will also be sent to your phone. All right. So trading prevented, news filter is active. All that means is you're within your time frame. So if I set 30 minutes before news and 30 minutes after news, it's going to let me know, all right, you're within 30 minutes of news, or you're within 30 minutes after news. All right. That way you know the bot's not taking any trades. All right. Trading prevented, maximum number of trades open. Remember, if you have it on single entry, the max number of trades you can have is 1. If you have it on progressive entries, the max number of trades you can have open are 3. So if you start to see diamonds on the chart and you don't know why you're not taking trades, because you have maximum number of trades open for whatever setting you select. All right. Next, trading prevented, maximum number of losing trades in the last 24 hours on whatever that pair is. All right. Because again, we'll have more than DAX or GER30 or DE30, DE40, whatever it's called for your broker. We'll add more pairs later. And so it's going to be different for each pair. But for DAX, it's 4. you can't have more than 4 losses within 24 hours. So it's going to let you know maximum number of losing trades in the last 24 hours. Trading prevented. Day of week. Sunday, Friday is not enabled. So if Sunday is turned off or Friday is turned off or both, it'll let you know every time you get a diamond for entry that, hey, trading is prevented because of the day of the week is not enabled. All right. Next, trade prevented. Session is from EST to EST. So if for me, mine is from 6 p.m. EST to 11 a.m. EST. It'll let me know your session is from 6 p.m. EST to 11 a.m. EST. Current GMT is whatever the GMT time is, and so I'm outside of my trading time frame. So if I get a diamond outside of the trading time frame, it'll let me know it prevented that trade because I'm outside. All right. Next, trading prevented. Current spread input is higher than input points. All right. So the points is 400 is the default. You can put it lower. You can also put it higher. It's up to you. I recommend 400 or lower. All right. 400, 300, 200, somewhere in that range is a good range. 2, 3, or 400. All right. So if you get an entry, if you get a diamond on your chart for where an entry is at, but the spread is higher than what you have selected in your settings, it will not take the trade and it will let you know. And that's in the experts tab. All right. Next, trading prevented. Not enough money for 1%, 2%, 3% risk, minimum account balance, or equity for trading certain amount of lots, whatever the calculation is for your lots based on your account size. All this means is you don't have enough money in your account and you need to reduce your risk. All right. That's it. Reduce your risk. Next, that setting right there will be sent to your experts tab and your on-chart notification, so it'll come to your phone. Next, trading prevented. Lot size is larger than, all right, risk percentage, possibly due to broker error or EA error. So this is very important when it comes to your phone. If you get this error, either your broker has an error or the EA has an error because it's not calculating your lot size correctly based on the risk and your account size, your balance. All right. So what that means is you need to reach out and submit a ticket. All right. And this most likely means that it's a combination of broker error and EA error from the standpoint of your broker may calculate a certain feature for that pair differently than the brokers we've already tested. And so we just need to go in there and add that additional calculation for you. All right. That's all that means. All right. And so we'll go in there, we'll make that update, and then you should be good to go. We've tested many brokers. So we've added multiple calculations to make sure that this does not happen. But it could happen if you're using a broker that is, that we haven't tested, that is special, but we should be good to go. Next, trading prevented is not enough money. Minimum balance is blank for this pair. All right. So that means you need to go to what? You need to drop the DAX Mini, or you are below the $100 for DAX Mini and you don't have enough money in your account. That's all that means. It means add money. Next, not enough margin to place trade. All right. So depending on your margin in your account, let's say you have progressive entries and you have it set on aggressive, so it's 3% trades. All right. And let's say you got 2 entries and they are eating up all your margin. All right. And because your account is low, and let's say another entry pops up, it will not take that trade because you don't have enough margin. All right. And you shouldn't have this issue because of the way we've set the settings for you. You shouldn't have this unless your account size is super small. All right. The only time you should really see this is when you're down like 100 or less. All right. And again, those last 4 will be expert tabs and on-chart notification, the alert pop-up box that will also be sent to your phone. All right. Next is non-hedging. As you guys know, there's no hedging with this bot. So if an opposite trend is found and that entry for the opposite trend, it will immediately close the old trend entry for the old trend and enter the new entry. So if that happens, let's say you're in a buy and then the trend goes to sell and then a sell entry pops up, it will immediately close your buy order and open up a sell order. And it'll say, hey, hedging prevented, selected order, and you'll give you your order number because every trade you have has an order number. And then it says selected order, order number for closure. And then the next one will say closed order, whatever your order number is. All right. All it's letting you know is hedging prevented. For this order, we're closing this order. That's it. And that's only going to be in the experts tab. Next is for MAV. So this is for all the United States customers that have the MAV. All these notifications will pop up in the Experts tab. All right. So cancel pending notification. So if you cancel your notification to approve your trades for 24 hours, it'll let you know you canceled it. Could not cancel pending notification. So there's an error and you can't cancel it, it'll let you know as well. All right. And then it'll tell you to please ignore the latest alert in the back office, and you just need to reset the bot, take it off, put it back on. Next is sign in as your ID number. So whatever your ID number is with Avoya Prime, when you successfully log in to your MAV, it will let you know you're signed in as your ID number. That's just another check to let you know you successfully done it. All right. Waiting to link MMT EA with a Avoya Prime account. So sometimes the system may be moving slowly, and it'll let you know that it's waiting to connect it to. All right. If they're not connected, it won't trade. So just make sure you get the signed in as, and you're good to go. All right. Next is could not get pending notification status for ID number. All that means is it can't get your pending notification. So, and your pending notification is in your app or the back office for you to select and approve. If you can't get that, reboot your VPS, re-add the EA to the chart, and try again. All right. Next is pending notification has been approved, trading allowed until, and then it'll give you a time frame. So once you have approved your pending notification, all right, in your app or in the back office, it'll let you know it's been approved, and it'll let you know that trading will be allowed until, and it'll give you the time frame. All right. Pending notification has been declined, and then pending notification has been canceled. So anytime you decline or cancel your notification in the app or the back office for the approval, it'll let you know, all right, that it's been declined by you or canceled, all right. Pending notification canceled, expiration time reached. Remember, on the settings when we're doing a setup, it gives you 300 seconds to input that code to that website. So if the expiration time is reached, all right, 300 seconds, that is 5 minutes, all right? And it's got a countdown timer. If that expiration time is reached, then it will automatically cancel your pending notification, all right? Because that's set in place because let's say something happens, an emergency, we don't want you, it to automatically approve when you don't have the proper settings or everything done properly and you feel secure and letting the bot trade. So if it's not done within a timely manner, all right, you have to do it all over again. All right, next, could not cancel pending notification. Try relaunching EA. All that means is just another notification to delete the EA off, reload it back. All right. All right. Next, news filter. All the news filter notifications will come in the Experts tab. All right. So trading prevented. Country news within blank minutes. Trading prevented. Country news within number of minutes. All right. So if you selected 30 minutes like I do, it'll say country news, and the countries are going to be either GBP, so Great Britain pound, Euro, EUR, or USD news within blank minutes. As we talked about, those are the three currency pairs, the country currency pairs that actually affect the DAX or GER30. All right. And then it'll tell you within number of minutes because those are the number of minutes that you selected. All right. That's all that is. It's just letting you know that, hey, there's a diamond that popped up during the time that you said you do not want to trade, which is the news. And the news, again, that it selects is GBP, Euro, or USD. You cannot select which ones. All right. It's going to look at all those news on Forex Factory. On Forex Factory, there's yellow folder from yellow folder, orange folder, red folder. That's low news, yellow folder. Orange folder is medium news. Red folder is high news. The only folders that are affected or tracked for the news filter are orange and red. It will trade through yellow, so don't worry about that. Orange and red, because those are the two that affect the volatility the most. All right. Next are just some miscellaneous messaging that come in your Experts tab. Next, pair is not recognized as MMT approved pair. Charting is enabled, but trades will not be placed. So if you try to add the bot to Bitcoin or to USD JPY or GBP JPY, it'll let you know that that pair is not recognized as whatever we put in there, MMT approved pair. All right. Charting is enabled, which means it'll show you the diamonds on the chart, but trades will not be placed. All right. This is for your protection. All right. It will only trade on the pairs that are approved. All right. Next, program has been deleted from chart. So if you delete the EA from the chart, it'll let you know. Symbol or chart period has been changed. All right. So if you change the time frame or the symbol, and the symbol is just what pair, it'll let you know as well. Chart has been closed. So if you close the chart you're on, it'll let you know. Input parameters have been changed by a user. So anytime you change the input parameters, so all the settings, it'll let you know and it'll show you what you changed them to. All right. Could not perform break-even management for order, error with profit lock 1. Could not perform break-even management for order number, error with profit lock 2. So if there's happens to be an error, and this is going to be on the broker side, because only the broker can block the EA from moving its break-even management means profit locks. So moving your stop loss into profit. If you see this error, let me know ASAP in the chat. Send us a support ticket. All I'm probably going to tell you is you need to change brokers. If this happens, this is a broker manipulation. They're trying to prevent you from locking in profit. All right. If you see this error or this notification pop up, change brokers right away. That broker is not for you. All right. Next is checking XML file last modified. So every hour on the hour, the market makers trend EA is going to check XML file for the news filter. All right. That's for the news filter. All right. For when it was last modified. So it checks it every hour to see when the last news was modified, if there's more news added. All right. And then XML file is recent, updated less than blank hours ago or number of hours ago. That just let you know the news filter has been updated. All right. And that's it. All right. Next are your on-chart notifications. All right. So these are going to be the ones that can also go to your phone. All right. It's going to let you know every time there's a trade, new buy or sell order on whatever MMT approved pair. Right now, we just have DAX or GER 30, GER 40. So it's going to let you know if you get a buy trade, new buy on DAX. If you get a sell, new sell on DAX. All right. Now, next is going to say notice, failed to place a buy or sell order on whatever pair. All right. That will come to your phone. That will go on the chart. And again, it'll also let you know why. And we talked about it. It may be because of hedging. It may be because of you have only single entry when there's multiple entries popping up. It'll let you know why. But it'll also let you know that it failed to place an order so that you can go and look to see why. All right. Moving MMT approved buy or sell order to break even. Points in profit. So whenever your profit lock happens, you'll get it notified. So as you know, whenever you get to 470 pips in profit, it'll move your stop loss to 300 pips in profit or 3,000 points in profit. So the cool thing to see is when you get, it says new buy order on DAX, and then a few minutes later you get moving DAX buy order to break even 300 points or pips in profit. That's a good thing because now you know that's a winning trade. Those are the best back-to-back notifications to ever get because at that point you're like, oh, I got in the buy, and then boom, I got a few minutes later, my stop loss is in profit, free trade. You can smile and go to sleep or do whatever it is you're doing. But it also lets you know, notice, failed to move whatever pair that's approved, buy or sell order to break even. That just means your broker is blocking you from being great or your broker is manipulating you. Run. Find another broker. That's the only way that can happen. All right. Next are some more on-chart notifications for MAV. These are the ones that pop up on the chart in the alerts box that will also come to your phone. So the first one is approving will allow market makers trend to place trades on whatever pair for 24 hours. All right. Boom. Sent notification to back office for 24-hour trading and permission. So whenever you're setting it up, it will send you a notification letting you know it sent you the notification for you to approve in the back office or in your app. Boom. It also lets you know check AP Go or back office for ping notifications. In video 1, I showed you what that looked like. All right. It also shows you, please do not remove the EA from chart or change time frames until trading is approved. We talked about that as well in the settings. Boom. Could not send a notification to back office. Try relaunching EA. Could not cancel ping notification. Try relaunching EA. This is all information that you need so that you can make sure that you are doing things properly. All right. So that brings us to the end of part 2 with Market Makers Trend. I hope you guys love this bot. I'm going to continue to re-optimize the bot every 3 months. All right, so every quarter, or every 3 months, look for potentially new updates to come out to the bot. Maybe even new pairs, but also new settings to ensure that we continue to stay profitable as the market changes. All right. Hashtag trading will never be the same, because once you guys see what Market Makers Trend can do for you, you will see that trading will never be the same. All right. I thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the funny papers.